Well, let's kick it off. Our second hour with Chef Curtis Stone, internationally renowned, award-winning, best-selling author, chef. Curtis Stone is in the house with the 2-quart Jug Pan. Now, this is a brand new design based on your request. You loved a stainless steel collection so much, you asked for more. Well, this one has the angled handle, so there's always room for it on the stovetop and in the cupboard. You've got the encapsulated aluminum disc base. It's compatible with all your stovetops, even induction. You've got the double riveted stainless steel handles. It's vented tempered glass strainer lid, means you can pour out the water after boiling the pasta, and it's also oven safe up to 400 degrees. This day only, $34.95 in the most brilliant, high-polished, solid stainless steel construction. Tell us about your Jug.
You know, I love this little pan. I designed it when my kids were born, and it was because I was having trouble pouring milk from a saucepan into a little baby's bottle. What we've done, though, is we've turned it into the perfect cooking vessel. I don't know if you can see that there, but see how we've got some big holes? That's a strainer, and then let me flip it around. We've also put the finer ones in for something that you're going to do that's finer. Let me show you how easy it is to pour from this jug. I'm going to come over here to the sink. Right, so you can pick it up and literally use it as a jug, hence why we call it the Jug Pan. I'm now leaving the lid on, and I'm straining all of that excess liquid out, right, because we're going to make some mashed potatoes and gravy. All right, so then you remove your lid. You've got your potatoes that have now been steamed or blanched. We add a little milk or cream. We add a little bit of butter. We add a little bit of salt and pepper. And we add some beautiful fresh chive. We're going to add some more of that at the end. Then what you do, now I'm sorry, this is already sold out, but for those of you that have picked it up, let me show you how well it works with the Jug Pan. You just smush that potato down. You stay in there, please. You just smush that down, right? I'm going to leave this kind of coarse, this mash, right? But you're going to mash it down, and I've got a ton of potatoes in there.
By the way, the capacity is more than what you'd expect from looking at it.
Isn't it cool?
It's 8-cup capacity, and you're getting it here today at this day only price. Let's go to the phones. Let's say hi to Julianne, who's shopping with us on a Saturday morning. Julianne, you're live with Sarah, Chef Curtis. Rochelle's here. Hi, Julianne.
Hi, Julianne.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sweetie.
It is morning.
It is.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to talk to you. I just need to tell you that I was not a chef or a cook in any way, and I used to burn things constantly. And I have bought many different types of cookware, and your product, with it being non-stick, has been a lifesaver. My children want to cook now. My husband and I enjoy cooking. The cleanup is so easy. I have so many pieces now of your cookware.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing.
What do you find so fun about it? Is it the cleanup that's gone away? Are you more adventurous in the kitchen?
It's a little bit of both. Now that I'm not afraid to burn things or for it to stick, and even if I do, and I forget to look at it, it comes off so easy. It doesn't ruin the pan. It doesn't destroy anything. Even the smell of the food doesn't smell like it's burned.
Right, you're so right. And it's all got to do with that DuraPan quality. So, you know, look here, I'm doing some oatmeal in my little Jug Pan here. And as I pour that out, I can even go ahead and put that back on the heat, all right? But there it is there, right? So that DuraPan, of course, nothing's going to stick. I could just scrape all of that out. But I'm going to leave some of that residue in there. I'm going to put it back on the heat, and let's see what happens. We'll finish our oatmeal off with some raspberries and some syrup.
Yeah, thank you, Julianne.
Julianne, thank you, my darling.
I think she said it so well. But a lot of us are intimidated to try a new recipe, to cook something on the stove that might burn, that might overheat. A lot of us get distracted while we're cooking. It happens to the best of us.
Oh, yeah.
But to know that no matter how long it's sitting on the stove, you're going to be able to clean it up. You're going to be able to take care of that DuraPan. It's not going to ruin the pan.
Right.
I've ruined pans because they've been on the stove too long, or they never seem to get as clean as the day you bought them.
Oh, it happens,
right?
Believe me. To the best, you said to the best of us, really. It really does. You know, this
Come
little
on,
Jug
to
Pan.
you, Chef Curtis.
It does. It even does. I'm telling you the truth. I've got a dozen eggs in there, and have a look at that, right? It doesn't look like it holds a lot because it's such a petite little jug and easy to hold, but there's a dozen eggs. You can boil those first thing in the morning. This is my first thing in the morning pan, right? Like I mentioned to you before, the very first reason I developed this pan was to go ahead and pour milk into my baby's bottles. And Rochelle, I wonder if we have that set up. Oh, we do. Here we go, right here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Here. Do you have an empty one? I just want to hold it up for you one more time. And also give you the dimensions because it is the perfect size that will fit on your smallest burner. So even when you have 3 other pans, you know, maybe you've got a stock pot, maybe you've got a big frying pan going, just to show you that it really works on the smallest burner. So you're maximizing your stovetop. It's going to be about 5 inches.
Here's what's so cool. Look at this.
By 5 inches? Yeah, about 5 by 6 inches.
See how I'm pouring and stopping, pouring and stopping? I'm doing that to show you. Normally you would have drips all the way down your pan. Have a look at this pan. It is spotless. You can pour the, you know, think of this as a gravy boat. You can have gravy sitting this at the table. Sauces, milks, hot chocolate, cocoa. If you're one that makes tea, this is a great one for making tea. It is just that perfect little jug. And like I said, you've got this perfect precision. And then there, of course, is the lid that goes with that.
And that's great also if you're making tea, you're making pasta, you just strain anything.
Yep.
You know, especially gravy that might have the bigger bits. You want to leave them back in the jug and get the gravy on the table. It's a nice small size, but it still gives you 8-cup capacity. So it really does give you more than you can imagine. And talk about the handle.
Small but mighty, that's what I call it. Well, it's a stainless steel riveted handle, which means, of course, the whole thing can go into the oven. Look, I've cooked some rice in here, and again, like I keep saying, it looks small, but watch this, 8 cups of rice come out. Here we go. So have a look at that, and I let that burn on purpose because someone just called and mentioned it. Now have a look inside the pan. Spotless, nothing's stuck, nothing's destroyed, but have a look at the top of that rice. Now, yes, it is a total disaster and you wouldn't be serving it, but I wanted to take that to that level to show you what happens to the pan, because imagine burning rice like that in a normal pan.
That was Julianne's confessions of a home cook. I burn it sometimes. We all do.
We all do. I'm going to go ahead and give that a real quick wipe out and have a look. The pan's spotless and ready to use again.
Okay, if you think this looks too good to be true, I want you to read the reviews on just about anything that Curtis Stone designs with that DuraPan technology, because almost every single review says it's as easy as it looks, or it worked just like it did on TV. We want to give you the most honest representation of what this is going to do for you and how it's going to work. And that's why Curtis Stone has become the #1 top-rated customer brand at HSN, period. Just think about that. Hundreds of products every day, thousands of products on our website, 365 days a year. We have one brand that gets the highest customer reviews.
Isn't that such a treat?
And that is this gentleman next to me, Curtis Stone. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
That's not earned overnight.
It's not. It's a lot of hard work.
You develop these with everyone at home in mind to make their lives easier.
Well, listen, the reason we do it is because of you guys. You write to us, you send us these reviews, we listen, we read them all, and we're like, right, good idea, let's try this. This was an idea that I had when I was filling up my baby's bottles, but you guys have a bunch of brilliant ideas too, and when you see me using this, please send us those emails. Please write to us, write those reviews, and tell us what you're using it for. If you've got it already at home, give us a call. I know you haven't got this one already because it's the first time we've ever brought it out. By the way, how good does it look in stainless steel? We did this already, but we did it in the colors, in the aluminum. I love stainless steel. I know you do too. So
it's beautiful. And that
this is a monkey bread that we made.
It's going to fit more likely into your cupboard because that handle is bent. Let me show you this handle again.
Oh my goodness.
This is what I think is so innovative of everything that Curtis Stone does. What?
I mean, come on.
Oh my gosh, are these more sticky buns?
This is caramel. This is monkey bread. Let me cut into it for you. But I mean, you can see into the pan.
My fork?
Have a look at this. I'm going to cut this right in half. Have a look. Right?
You're driving my producer crazy, by the way.
I know. They're literally oohing and ahhing in our ears.
Yeah, everybody in the control room is salivating
see that
right
caramel,
now.
right? And you want that.
You made that in the
Jug Pan.
Because it goes right into the oven?
Yes, of
Amazing.
course it does. And again, the best part of all, you guys, is this is DuraPan, so guess what? It's going to wipe out. I have to be careful because that caramel's sticky and hot, but it is going to wipe out, and this would normally be a soaker. Have a look at it.
Yeah.
There's the DuraPan. It just wipes clean.
Wow, and that's the magic. No one else has DuraPan. Curtis Stone created that
Only place you can get it.
exclusively for you. This is the only place you can get it. Because you must be thinking, oh, he probably has that on his other shows or at his restaurants.
No way.
Or no. I mean, you could go right up to Curtis Stone's front door. He wouldn't be able to give you the DuraPan. You have to get it here at hsn.com.
Look at that frittata.
And look at that handle. That means it doesn't stick out. It doesn't, take up a lot of space, whether it's on your stovetop or in your cupboard. There's always room for the Jug Pan, and you can add that to your order today. Get in on a this day only price, because the price is good for this day only. Just like the title says. Look at that. What's that, an egg
That's
frittata?
a frittata, yeah, eggs and veggies. So, you can do that in the little Jug Pan as well. There's so many uses for it. I promise you, it will be the best
Wow,
purchase
we
of
could
the day.
spend all hour just talking about that Jug Pan, but because everything so far has sold out, including the today's special, including the chop and mash, I'll give you another heads up on our 13-piece set, which is still available. We'll show that in a few moments, but first, final call on this day only. It's the Jug Pan. By the way,